Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and man, we have got a lot to talk about. So let's get straight into it. First up, the CCIV merger has been confirmed. They are merging with Lucid Motors. We've got the numbers out, and the stock dropped 30%. Don't worry though, there's a really good reason for that. Now, if you had call options, I'm sorry you lost money, but if you're just holding on to the stock, don't panic. There's nothing wrong. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it today. The second thing is, I promised you guys yesterday that I would let you know how to get a discount with ZipTraderU, and I would let you know what the discount is, and let's do it. So, down in the description, I have the instructions on how to get a 15% discount with ZipTraderU. That's right, 15% off. It's about $60 off of ZipTraderU. Guys, I'm really excited that we were able to work out this deal for the viewers of this channel to get an incredible trading program and learn how to successfully trade in the market. Guys, if you're a new trader, let me just tell you, you will pay for your trading. You are either going to pay for your training with buying a course, or you're going to pay for your training by losing money in the stock market. One way or another, you will pay for it. I actually work with a guy currently. He started trading and he lost $14,000. Guys, let me tell you, the $400 ZipTraderU course, well, $340 with the discount, is way cheaper than the amount of money you're going to lose trying to learn by yourself. So I highly recommend that if you are a new trader and you want to learn how to successfully trade in the stock market and make money consistently, I recommend you go take ZipTraderU's course. It will be significantly cheaper than trying to learn on your own. So what is the discount? Well, it's 15% off. To get the discount, it is a two-part process. Make sure you follow both steps, okay? You got to follow both steps. I mean, honestly, if you can't even follow two steps, you're probably not going to be very successful at the university, but hey, I think most of you guys can figure it out. It's pretty simple. So go down to the description, check it out. Just two-step process. You'll get 15% off of ZipTraderU. Now, I got to tell you guys something. Two of you sneaky fellows already found the discount. You guys signed up today. You actually found it on my website before I even announced it. I love it. I just think that goes to show how excited you guys are to sign up for ZipTraderU. You guys are going to be extremely successful. I'm very happy for the two of you guys that signed up already, and I'm very happy for the rest of you guys that are about to sign up now. It is going to help you guys out tremendously, and it is going to save you a ton of money rather than just taking losses trying to learn on your own. All right, guys. Next up, we got to talk about this market correction that has already started. The market, especially the hype stocks, they've been down for, what, 5 days in a row now? So I've got 3 points for you guys real fast. Number one is keep an eye on your stop losses. Make sure you guys have stop losses on your stocks. There are critical support levels. There are critical trend lines. And if your stocks drop below those, they could crash fast. So make sure you have stop losses on your stocks. Second of all is, when you go to buy a stock, be very picky on what stocks you buy. Don't just go willy-nilly jumping into stocks. You need to research them, you need to do your due diligence, and you need to be patient and wait for them to bottom out. Be very picky on what you buy. And the third thing is, if you're not sure right now, just hold cash. Just wait for the market to bottom out and then jump back in once we start seeing things rebound. All right, the final thing is we are starting to pick our top 10 YouTubers for the month of March. Now, for the new guys here, I want to let you know how this works. The big YouTubers, pretty much our top 5, they're going to remain no matter what. The bottom 5, we are going to look at possibly, maybe switching them out for somebody else. So the first question, we're going to do this in multiple steps. The first question for you guys, and by the way, all the questions, all the polls are going to be on the community tab. So go to the channel homepage and then go to the community tab. You're going to find all the polls there. The very first question is, who should we add? It's just type in your answers down there, and then I'm going to pick the top 5 and we'll vote on them tomorrow. And then once we vote on those, then we'll vote on who we might drop, and then we'll figure out if we're going to replace somebody or not. All right, so keep around the community tab. I'm going to be posting polls and questions up there every day this week so that we can figure out who we're going to go into March with as our top 10 YouTubers. All right, guys, let's get into today's stock picks. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 10 YouTubers. I then compile all of my analysis into a daily video that I post right here on this channel. I spend hours every single day watching YouTube videos so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch one video each day, and you will get every single stock pick from the top 10 YouTubers. And all I ask in return is that you click that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, before we get to today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I'm not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I follow are financial advisors either. Today's video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. If you're wondering, I use the Webull desktop app in all of my videos, and it is also the app that I use for all of my trading. Now, I just want to point out something real fast because this is pretty important when it comes to market corrections. Notice that we had a couple of industries that were up today, including consumer goods, media and publishing, insurance, oil and gas, hotels, etc. It's very important that you diversify in your portfolio because when one industry is down, another industry will be up. In fact, we're going to talk about some of these stocks that were up today, including stocks like AAL and DIS. All right, let's get to today's stock picks. Okay, first up is AAL, American Airlines. Chris Sain said that AAL is recovering. He stressed to be patient with AAL. Now you can see on the chart that AAL has been steadily recovering since November of last year. I agree with Chris Sain that this is a great recovery play for a long-term hold. ZipTrader also said that you should be diversified into different industries so that you can make money when the market rotates into different industries. Airlines and cruise ships are great recovery plays, and you can see how money has started to rotate into these stocks. You should be able to get in a little bit cheaper on the short term, so just be patient if you want to buy AAL. I will give you a buy under price of $19, an ideal buying price of $18, and a stop loss price of $16. I will also give you a 2-year price target of $50. Next up is AMC, which is AMC Movie Theaters. Smart Trader let us know about some news that was announced today. AMC is going to open 13 locations in New York City, although the capacity will be limited to 25% with no more than 50 people per screen. Including after hours, AMC was up 20% on that news. Now, Smart Trader went into great detail with an update on AMC on Monday, so if you want a lot more information, I encourage you to watch Smart Trader's video that he uploaded Monday. He did say that you should be ready to buy the dip tomorrow if there is a morning sell-off, because Smart Trader thinks AMC will get up to $7.50 tomorrow, but again, only buy if we get a dip. Next up is BAC. This is Bank of America, and Chris Sain reminded us that the banking stocks are doing well right now, even during the current market correction. I will remind you that BAC is near all-time highs right now, and the RSI is becoming overbought. You should be able to buy BAC on a dip. I will give you a buy under price of $34, an ideal buying price of $33, and a stop loss price of $30. Next up is CCIV. This is a SPAC, and they are merging with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is an American EV company and a competitor to Tesla. Well, we got the merger announcement today after hours, so I'm going to ignore all of the videos that talked about CCIV prior to the announcement because they are no longer applicable. As you probably know by now, CCIV dropped 30% after the merger was announced. And I've got to tell you, nobody expected that. Now, it's going to take a few days for everybody to process the merger announcement, so just be patient. You'll probably get a lot of misinformation and bad analysis over the next day or two as people rush to make judgments. Just wait a few days for people to really dig into this before you'll start getting some good advice and future price targets. Okay, what are the details we know so far? For starters, the deal was valued at $24 billion, which is significantly higher than the $12 billion to $15 billion valuation that was rumored. That means that the value of your stock drops. So StockMo had given an $85 price target at a $12 billion valuation. Well, at a $24 billion valuation, the price target is half of that, or $42.50. And not surprisingly, that's where we ended up after hours on Monday. So the price targets were correct. Everybody expected this to get up to a $100 billion valuation after the merger was confirmed. And it did. Everybody who gave price targets between $75 and $85 got the price prediction correct. What we did not count on was the pro forma equity valuation coming in at double what it was rumored to be. It came in at $24 billion for the $10 SPAC price. So to get to a $100 billion valuation, you just multiply times 4, which is why we have a $40 stock price. Now again, the YouTube videos that came out right after the merger was announced were full of shock and confusion, trying to make sense of what just happened. It's going to be a few days before we get clarity on what the merger details mean for the future of CCIV. So just keep that in mind as I talk about what the top 10 YouTubers said. Okay, first to the party was my financial friend, who released his video just letting us know that the news came out. Now, he released his video when the price was only down 2% after hours, so he wasn't really sure what was going on. Then Larry Jones posted a video thinking that large institutions were just pushing the price down to push out retail investors, but it was only down, I think, 4% or 8% when he posted his video. He also misread the valuation. He read the base valuation at just under $12 billion and didn't see all of the add-in money, which brought the valuation to $24 billion. ZipTrader was next to the party. He said that if you can buy CCIV for under $45, then that is a good deal. And especially in the long term, I think he's right. I love CCIV at $40, and I really hope that I can buy more tomorrow. All right, the last person to the party was StockMo. StockMo thinks CCIV will finish tomorrow between $45 and $50. StockMo also said that he is not going to sell any of his shares no matter what happens. He is in it for the long term. Now again, please do not think negatively about any YouTubers who misunderstood the announcement or were confused by the price drop. And please understand that the $75 to $85 price targets were correct, assuming that the $12 billion valuation that was rumored. With a $24 billion valuation, the price targets are half of what everybody gave. Next up is DIS. This is Disney, and Chris Sane listed this as his favorite and most compelling recovery play. He thinks DIS could get to $300 easily. That said, I am really confused by this. DIS isn't down. In fact, it hit an all-time high today. There's nothing to recover from. Feel free to watch Chris Sane's video that he uploaded Monday evening and see if you can make sense of what he was saying. I don't get it. Next up is DPW. This is Alt Global Holdings. They're a Bitcoin miner amongst other things. Smart Trader said that he is still in DPW and he thinks this is way undervalued. He also gave a $10 price target. He did warn to be careful though, because if DPW drops below the trend line, then it is going to crash. And honestly, that is true of all of our stocks right now. So please determine your stop loss prices and set them. Next up is FRX. This is a SPAC and they are merging with two companies, Beachbody and MyX Fitness. The combined company will be called the Beachbody Company. This is an on-demand fitness streaming service and nutritional supplement company designed to meet the needs of those working out at home. My financial friend said a lot of people are calling this the next Peloton. They do have connected bikes, as well as a lot of other workout revenue streams. And their subscription is 25% cheaper than Peloton's. They are expecting to finish 2021 with 2.6 million subscribers. I just mentioned these few points to show you that this is a legitimate company. If you want more information on this company, I recommend you watch my financial friend's video that he uploaded Monday. I can't really give you my thoughts on this company because I haven't been able to see their financials yet. They listed some financials in their investor presentation, but those are almost always going to be favorable financials because it's an investor presentation and they want people to buy the stock. Next up is FTFT. This is Future FinTech. Smart Trader said that FTFT is still a stock that he is holding. He thinks the chart is forming a cup and handle, with Monday being the bottom of the handle. Now the funny thing is I actually drew this a week ago back when it was over here. So the fact that it's actually following this path is pretty interesting. Although I am going to warn you, it went above the resistance line here. So that really isn't a cup and handle. So this pattern may not actually play out. Next up is GEVO. This is GEVO and they're a renewable energy company. ZipTrader reminded us that energy stocks have been getting beat down a lot lately. Stocks like GEVO might have a rocky road ahead of them as they try to find their bottom. But in the end, ZipTrader still sees this as an $18 to $20 play. I think this will continue dropping back down to its long-term trend line. So I'm going to give you a buy-enter price of $11, an ideal buying price of $10, and a stop-loss price of $8. Next up is MARA. This is Marathon Patent Group, and they're a Bitcoin miner. ZipTrader said to slowly start buying MARA and RIOT on deep red days like the one that we had Monday. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. Ken and Grace let us know that NIO will be reporting earnings on March 1st after the market closes. We already know their delivery numbers. What we don't know is how profitable they were. But because people are pricing NIO for future growth, the real price mover will be their prediction for 2021 deliveries and profits. Now, I will also let you know that it is at a level of support here, and if it drops below that level of support tomorrow, this could get all the way down to $39.60 before earnings. Next up is NNDM. This is Nano Dimension, and they're a 3D computer chip printer manufacturer. ZipTrader said this is getting really cheap, but said if you can get it below $12 or even $11, then you're getting a really good value. For a long time now, I've had a $13 ideal buy-in price on NNDM. A lot of people called me crazy and said good luck ever buying NNDM below $15 again. Well, look where we are now. This is why it pays to be patient in the stock market. A lot of people thought this was going to go to the moon and just keep going up forever, and they got FOMO, and they bought NNDM at $17. Those people are really hurting right now. I personally sold NNDM some time ago after it ran up too fast, and ever since then, I've been patiently waiting to buy back in. Well, guess what? My patience is about to pay off. Next up is PACB. This is Pacific Biosciences, and they're a genomics company. StockMo bought PACB today near the end of the day. It should be noted that this is a stock that his viewers chose, and this was not one of StockMo's stock picks. Now, I will let you know that after today's 13% drop, it's getting real close to a bottom. PACB has strong momentum, so I like this stock, especially at current prices. I'm going to give you a buy-in price of $39, an ideal buy-in price of $37, a stop-loss price of $34, and a price target of $51. Next up is PLTR. This is Palantir, and they're a data analytics company. ZipTrader said PLTR is way too cheap. I would just warn you to be careful because we don't have any strong support levels to support on PLTR. We do have weak support at $24, but it could crash below that if the current market correction intensifies. ZipTrader said this is an easy add to money play, but stressed to be patient with PLTR. Next up is PLUG. I hope you guys are starting to see a pattern here about how these stocks rose way too fast and now they're coming back down towards their trend lines. This is Plug Power, and ZipTrader said this is getting very cheap. He wants it to drop a little bit more, but sees it as an add money to play. Now, if it holds the trend line, that means we are getting very near the bottom on PLUG. So I'm going to give you a buy-in price of $52, an ideal buy-in price of $48, a stop-loss price of $42. My price target on PLUG is $70. Next up is RIOT. This is a Bitcoin miner, and ZipTrader said to slowly start buying MARA and RIOT on deep red days like we had today. Next up is SFTW. This is a SPAC, and they're merging with Black Sky. Black Sky is an Earth observation satellite company with an advanced artificial intelligence algorithm to process the data and provide detailed information to its customers. Over the weekend, my financial friend listed SFTW as one of 5 space stocks that could double. On Monday, Dead Inside released a video with his full analysis on SFTW. Dead Inside said Black Sky reminds him a lot about Palantir. He also said the same thing that my financial friend said, that this stock could double. Dead Inside also let us know that Peter Thiel invested in SFTW, which makes him feel good about this company. Black Sky already has revenue and is expecting to be free cash flow positive by 2024. That's good, but it also means that this is a very early investment and this is risky. However, if they can reach their goals, this could be a very cheap price to pay for SFTW. If you do decide to invest in SFTW, this needs to be a long-term hold for you. If you want more information on SFTW, I encourage you to watch Dead Inside's video that he uploaded Monday. Next up is SOS. This is SOS Limited, and they're a Bitcoin miner. Smart Trader mentioned SOS because he's hearing that a lot of people think it's a fraud. Smart Trader said he doesn't care about that. He's not playing SOS for the fundamentals. He's playing SOS because of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves up, then SOS will move up as well. That said, Smart Trader did let us know that Bitcoin crashed today, dropping more than $10,000 at one point. As of the recording of this video, Bitcoin was recovering and was at $49,900. Smart Trader said that the next time Bitcoin gets to $62,000, get ready for a drop and get ready for SOS to fill the gap and get back down to $7.50. After that, Smart Trader thinks Bitcoin will rebound again and SOS will get back up to $15. Next up is SUNW. This is Sunworks and their renewable energy, specifically with solar. SUNW is another stock that ZipTrader is really excited about. ZipTrader said that this is an add money to play, but personally I would wait. Let's wait and see which support level SUNW is going to bottom out at. The current support line is at $13.41. If we see a rebound, then cautiously consider buying. We got a dead cat bounce back on February 3rd, so don't assume that just because SUNW bounces off of $13.41 that it's going to start going back up. This may drop all the way back down to $7.33, or even worse, $3.68. Although, if it does drop below $7, that is definitely a buy zone. Next up is TSLA. This is Tesla, and they're an American EV manufacturer. TSLA broke below support today, which is why we saw an 8% drop. The next level of support is around $653, so I expect a rapid price drop down to $653 over the next few days. For those of you who are holding TSLA, hopefully you entered a stop loss on your shares. If you used my stop loss price, you should have gotten stopped out at $755 today. At this point, I would not consider getting back into TSLA until we see signs of a bottom, which I think could be anywhere from $465 to $650. Keenan Grace reminded us that Tesla is still a profitable company with a lot of growth catalysts. I will remind you that what we are seeing right now is a normal, healthy correction. Next up is VERU. This is VERU, and they're a pharmaceutical company. Smart Trader thinks VERU is going to reverse soon and start pushing towards $20. Although we did say that there was a risk of VERU dropping back down to $11. So like all of the stock picks right now, you need to be careful and keep a close eye on your stock picks. Smart Trader recommends putting a stop loss on VERU at $14.50. I agree that $14.50 is the correct price to place a stop loss at. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you want to get some free stocks, sign up for Webull or SoFi using my links in the description below. That will help you out, and it also helps the channel out. And finally, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.